Hi everyone, I'm Alan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing an acoustic guitar tutorial over House of the Lord by Phil Wickham. This is a new song that he released a couple of weeks ago. It's just kind of a short, fun song, so I thought you guys would enjoy it. If you do want a chord chart, that'll be available over on Patreon, and that'll have the lyrics and everything with it, and you can even transpose it to a different key if you need to. And then also I'll make a video of me playing this acoustic guitar part through the entire song, so be sure to be on the lookout for that if you need a little bit more help. Also, there's not really much acoustic in this song, so this is just kind of my interpretation of how to play it. Not to say that you couldn't play it differently and it'd still be correct, it's just kind of the way I'm playing it. So we're going to put a capo on the 3rd fret, being the key of B flat, and we're going to have 8 chords for this. We'll need G, G add 9, D, D suspended, C add 9, E minor 7, A minor, and D over F sharp. If you feel comfortable with all those, feel free to jump ahead and we'll just jump right into the intro. If not, go ahead and stick around. Let me show you how to play them. So starting off with the G chord, we'll put our first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, just kind of resting there to mute the A string. Then we'll put our middle finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, the ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and the pinky on the 3rd fret of the E string. Go ahead and strum everything. For the G add 9, just move that first finger down to the 2nd fret of the G string. Leave everything else in the same place. And then for the D chord, the first finger goes on the 2nd fret of the G, the middle finger on the 2nd fret of the E, and the ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, strumming from the D string down. For D suspended, just throw that pinky right on there on the 3rd fret of the E string. We'll strum from the D string down again. And then after that, the C add 9, we'll put our first finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, the middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, the ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and the pinky on the 3rd fret of the E string, strumming from the A string down. For E minor 7, go ahead and leave those 3rd and 4th fingers planted, and we'll put the first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string and the middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. We'll strum everything. This A minor chord we don't use until the very end of the song, but we'll put our first finger on the 1st fret of the B string, the middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and the ring finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. We'll strum from the A string down. Alright, last chord, D over F sharp. We'll put our first finger on the 2nd fret of the E string, the middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and the ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. And whenever we strum this, just try not to hit this open E down here. That's one way you can play it, or you could just fret a D chord and then stick your thumb down here on the 2nd fret of the low E. Either way is okay. Okay, that's it for the 8 chords. Here's what the intro sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go over how to do that. We'll start off on a G chord and just strum it once. Then we'll go to our G add 9, we're going to strum it twice. And back to G. Then we'll go to D suspended, we'll strum it twice. C add 9, and just stay on C add 9. Then D suspended. We'll end on G. And I should mention too, on this intro, what I'm doing is I'm not really coming in for the first 4 measures, so I just kind of let the piano play for that first time through it, and then whenever the full band comes in, I go ahead and start strumming. Let's hit that intro one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it for the intro. Now let's go through verse 1. Let me just run through it first for you, starting off on a G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and verse 2 is going to be the same thing as this, so whatever you do on verse 1, just apply that to the next verse 2. So yeah, on that G chord, the strumming pattern, we're going to strum 4 down strums followed by 1 up strum. So it's like down, 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 up, and then just repeat the same thing. Down, 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 up. So one measure is, or if we count it out, 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and up. And you could do a different strumming pattern if you want. That's just what I'm doing, so just kind of a suggestion. And we'll do that for 2 measures. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and up. Then for this next line, we'll start off on G for 2 beats. 1 and 2 and up. Then on this E minor 7, I'm just going to strum it 1 time. And the D, I'll strum it once as well. And then C add 9. So that line's like 1 and 2 and a 3, 4, 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4. Then just repeat the same thing again. Back to C add 9. And then that last C add 9, we have kind of a hard stop on beat 4. So it's like 1 and 2 and a 3 and stop. And that's it. All right, so that verse is pretty easy. I think that's all we'll do there on verse 1 and do the same thing on verse 2. On chorus 1, 2, and 4, we're going to do the exact same strumming pattern, so don't change anything there. Let me just run through this chorus for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of like the intro again. Okay, we probably don't need to go over that too much. It's pretty self-explanatory, I think. But like I was saying, we're doing the same strumming pattern there on the first G. Stay on G. On beat 4, we'll change. C add 9. Hold that for a full measure. 1, 2, 3, D. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, D. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then after that, we're basically just playing the intro riff again. So we'll do that on chorus 1. Chorus 2, go ahead and play the same thing there. And also chorus 4 will be the same. That brings us to the bridge, and for this part we're going to really mellow out for a while, and we won't go over this part too much. I'll basically just kind of run through it, let you guys hear it. So we're going to start off on a G chord, letting this ring for 2 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. G again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, C, G. Back to D, 1, 2, C, and then G. 2, 3, and then start strumming again. D over F sharp, E minor, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and build on G, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and... Okay, that's all for the bridge. I think hopefully you guys can follow along with that without too much trouble. Let's go ahead and jump to the next part. On the third chorus, the only thing that'll be different is we won't play anything for kind of the first half of the chorus, and then we'll come in on our G chord. So let's run through just kind of the second half of this third chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's really it. Now let's go ahead and run through the outro, the last part of the song. We're going to start off on a G, and it's pretty much the same thing that we were doing on the chorus. The only thing that's going to be different is the chords that we'll do at the end, so you guys will kind of hear that part when we get there. But it's pretty easy, don't worry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Strum once, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, E minor, T, we end on C, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I mean, I think that's really it for this tutorial. Pretty simple song. Like I said, there are other ways you could play this if you want to, just kind of how I'm playing it, and hopefully that at least kind of gives you guys some ideas of some stuff you could do on this song. Pretty cool song. It's not, you know, very acoustic driven, but definitely very piano and lead guitar driven, and I'll do videos over those parts too, and those will be a lot of fun. This has got some pretty cool parts in it. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget that chord chart is available over on Patreon if you do want to be able to look at that and print it off, transpose it, whatever you need, and even take notes on there if you need to. And that cover video will be out probably within a few weeks. I'll try to have that done with all the other instrument parts in there as well. But thanks again, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.